Hey, what's up, everyone? Nurse Jar here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you have not yet subscribed, please go ahead and kick that subscribe button. Hit the like button on this video and any other videos that have been helpful to you. That's what helps my channel become more recognizable here on YouTube and in Google search. And if you like to be notified whenever I upload new content or go live, go ahead and ring that notification bell. Guys, I hope that you have been enjoying my newly updated 2026 Prometric testable skills training videos. At the end, I'm also adding in some of the bloopers, right, that occurred during filming. Okay, I do this just to let you know it is okay to make mistakes. I still make mistakes. Okay, when you see these videos, they are clean, they are polished, they are cut up, and they are edited. But trust me, I make mistakes, okay? And so I decided to add the bloopers in at the end of these training videos, just so you can see and just so you know that it is okay if you make mistakes. We all do, as long as we learn from those mistakes, right? Really, that's how we learn, is making mistakes and learning from those mistakes, all right? So guys, in this training video, I am going to be demonstrating to you how to perform the 2026 Prometric testable skill provides perineal care to a female resident who is incontinent of urine. Before I get started with this demonstration, there's a couple of things that you need to keep in mind. One, when exposing the resident, you must not overexpose them. So the proper way to do this is to lower the sheet to just above knee level and raise the gown to hip level. And no, a privacy blanket is not required for this skill, okay? Also, when beginning the skill, there will be a waterproof pad already underneath the resident. This waterproof pad is assumed to be soiled, so you'll have to remove that waterproof pad and replace it with a clean, dry, waterproof pad. Now, there's two ways that you can do this. One way is to manually lift the mannequin's hips, right? Two, you can move the mannequin closer to your side of the bed and manually turn the mannequin onto its side. To remove and to replace the waterproof pad. Now, I know I get a lot of rhetoric about me manually raising the resident's hips. People, we know, okay, we all know that you cannot do that with a live person, okay? But for testing, that is an option for you to do, okay? All right, and just one more thing. You will need 10 supply items for this skill, okay? You will need a clean barrier to place on top of the overbed table. You'll need a bath basin. You'll need a clean, dry, waterproof pad, and you must use a waterproof pad. You cannot use a towel or a Chuck's pad as the linen protector. It must be a waterproof pad. You will need one pair of gloves, 4 washcloths, 1 towel, and some soap. All right, so let's go get our resident clean. Yes. All right, guys. So as with all bedside skills, before you actually perform that skill, you are required to perform opening procedures. Hi, good morning, Mrs. Jones. I'm Julie, your CNA, and today I'll be providing you with Peri-Care, okay? Before I get started, I just want to make sure that your bed is in a low safe position, and it is. Your bed wheels are locked. Your head of bed is flat. I'm going to go ahead and place your call light within reach, and I'm going to provide you with privacy. Mrs. Jones, before I go wash my hands and gather my supplies, is there anything I can do for you? All right, are you comfortable? Okay, I'll be right back. Washing hands. Have 10 items. I got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome. All right, Mrs. Jones, now that I have my supplies, I'm going to go fill the basin with water and I'll be right back, okay? All right, guys. So before you place any water on the resident, you are required to test it first. You can test the temperature while you're running the water and filling the basin, or you can wait till you get back to the bedside to do it. But you must test it first and then allow the resident to test it. And make sure you verbalize out loud what you're doing. I'm testing the water. Mrs. Jones, I've already tested the water. It feels like a good temperature for me, but now I'd like for you to test it to make sure it's an okay temperature for you. Awesome. All right, Mrs. Jones, before I get started, I'm just going to move to the other side of the bed because I'm more comfortable working on the right side of the bed, okay? All right, Mrs. Jones, before I get started, I'm just going to raise the height of the bed to a comfortable working level for myself. So you're going to feel the bed rising up. Okay, that looks like a good height for me. All right, Mrs. Jones, right now I'm going to expose you just by lowering your top sheet to just above knee level and raising your gown to hip level. There we go. I'm just putting on my gloves. And I see that the waterproof pad underneath you is soiled, so I'm going to remove and appropriately dispose of it. And then before I actually start cleaning you, I'll replace it with the new one, okay? So what I'm doing right now is just rolling the pad up, and I'm going to push it up underneath you as much as possible. I'm going to assist you with raising your hips off of the bed, okay? I'm just placing my arm underneath you, and on the count of 3, I'll raise your hips and remove the waterproof pad. 1, 2, 3. So I'm rolling it away from me as I'm pulling it towards me, ensuring it does not come into contact with my clothing. There we go, and you can go ahead and relax your hips. Awesome. Okay, and I'm just going to dispose of this into the soiled linen hamper. Making sure I hold it at arm's length so it will not come into contact with my clothing. I'm just going to prep this clean, dry, waterproof pad. And I'm just rolling it away from me. And then I'm going to place it up underneath you. I'm just lining it up to make sure that when I do place it, it will be completely underneath your buttocks and peri area. All right, Mrs. Jones, the same way I place it, I'm going to remove it. So I'm going to assist you with manually raising your hips, okay? Just placing my arm up underneath your legs. And on the count of 3, we'll lift, okay? 1, 2, 3. Awesome job. There we go. You can relax. And I'm just going to pull it all the way through. Gonna recover you. And I'm just gonna double check to make sure it is completely underneath your buttocks, and it is. There we go. All right. I'm gonna take the first washcloth. I'm going to wet it, squeeze it out really good, open it up completely. I'm going to apply soap to all areas of the washcloth. Then I'm just going to rub it together to make it sudsy. I'm going to fold the washcloth into 4s. And then I'm going to start cleaning you, okay? And the way that you want to hold your washcloth is to where you have the 4 open leaves on top. This will cue you that you'll need to use a clean area of the washcloth with each stroke. All right, Mrs. Jones, are you ready? Okay, so cleaning from front to back, I'm cleaning straight down the middle, flipping to a clean area of the washcloth, cleaning one side of the labia majora, flipping over to a clean area of the washcloth, cleaning the other side of the labia majora, flipping over to a clean side of the washcloth. Then I'm opening the labia majora to clean straight down the middle to clean the labia minora. I'm going to place this washcloth on the side of my basin or make a dirty area away from my clean supplies on the clean barrier. I'm going to take my second washcloth, wet it. I'm not applying soap, squeezing it out. This is the washcloth that I'm going to use to rinse the area I just cleaned. Again, folded the washcloth into 4s, making sure that the 4 open leaves are on top. The same way I washed, I'm now going to clean. All right, Mrs. Jones, I'm going to start rinsing you, okay? Clean straight down the middle, or excuse me, rinse straight down the middle. Turn over to a new leaf. Clean one or rinse one side of the labia majora. Turn over to a clean leaf. Rinse the other side of the labia majora. Flip over to a clean leaf and open the labia majora to rinse the labia minora. Again, you're always working from front to back. I'm going to place this washcloth on my basin. One of the most forgotten steps is the drying of the genital area. Mrs. Jones, I'm going to go ahead and pat dry you from front to back. There we go. And now I'm going to clean your backside. So what I'm going to do is move you closer towards me, and then I'll give you a cue of 3. And on the 3 count, we'll go ahead and turn you. The cleaning of the buttocks and anal area is another commonly omitted step. So please remember, you're not just cleaning the genitals, you're also cleaning the backside. All right, Mrs. Jones, so I'm going to move you closer towards me on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Awesome job. And then I'm going to flex your knee. And on the count of 3, we'll turn you, okay? 1, 2, 3. You're doing a great job. Awesome. And I'm just going to recover you now, okay? So you won't be overexposed. There you go. Taking my third washcloth, I'm wetting it, squeezing it out really good. I'm going to open it up completely and apply soap to all areas of the washcloth. Just going to rub it together so I can make it sudsy. Fold the washcloth into fours. Again, making sure I hold it where the 4 open leaves are on top. I'm going to be cleaning you from front to back. So I'm going to clean from the perineum all the way up towards your back, okay? So I'm going to use the first leaf to clean the anal area. I'm going to flip over to a clean area of the washcloth. Clean one butt cheek. Flip over to a clean area. Clean the other butt cheek. Flip over to a clean area. And clean the anal area again. I'm going to hang this washcloth on my basin, or if you've created a dirty pal on your clean barrier, you can place it there. With the 4th washcloth, I'm going to wet it. I'm not applying soap to this washcloth. I'm going to keep it folded in 4s. Again, the 4 leaves are on top. Mrs. Jones, I'm going to get ready to rinse the area I just cleaned, okay? So working from front to back, cleaning the anal area, flipping over to a clean area of the washcloth, rinsing one butt cheek. I'm sorry, guys, I keep saying cleaning when I'm rinsing. It's rinsing. Flip over to a clean area, rinse the other butt cheek, flip over to a clean area, and then rinse the anal area again. Mrs. Jones, right now I'm going to go ahead and dry the area I just washed and rinsed, okay? Again, working from front to back. So you're working from the perineum up towards the back. I'm going to pat or blot dry. There we go. All right, guys, so the waterproof pad that you replaced at the very beginning with the clean, dry waterproof pad, if it is still clean and still dry, you can leave this pad underneath her, okay? If it has gotten wet, you'll need to remove it, appropriately dispose of it, grab another waterproof pad, and place that clean, dry pad underneath her, okay? At the end of the skill, the resident must be lying on a clean, dry, waterproof pad. All right, Mrs. Jones, on the count of 3, your pad is still... All right, Mrs. Jones, your waterproof pad is still clean and dry, so I'm going to leave this one up underneath you, okay? On the count of 3, I'm going to go ahead and turn you back on your back, all right? Okay, on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. There we go. Awesome. You're doing such a good job. Just going to straighten out your leg. Make sure you're back in the middle of the bed. I'm going to lower your gown. And I'm going to raise your top sheet. There we go. All right, Mrs. Jones, I'm just going to go dispose of my supplies and I'll be right back, okay? So I'm replacing the soap back into storage, and without having the soiled linen come in contact with me, I'm disposing of it into the soiled linen hamper. I'm going to empty the contents of the basin into the sink, and no, you do not need to empty it in the toilet. This container did not contain any bodily fluid or any blood or anything like that. So it's okay for you to empty it into the sink. Once I empty it, I'm going to rinse it. Empty the rinse into the sink. And then I'm going to dry the basin. Make sure it is completely dry, because there may be some NAEs that once you state skill complete, they go into that storage bin and they check to make sure that your basin is completely dry. So just make sure you completely dry your basin. Then I'm gonna replace it in storage. Okay, and then I'll remove the linen protector, or not linen protector, but I'll remove the clean barrier. I use the Chuck's pad as the clean barrier, so I'm going to dispose of it into the waste bin. If you used a towel, please dispose of it into the soiled linen hamper. I'm now going to remove my gloves without contaminating myself, so I'm gonna make that C, pull on this extra material in the palm of my hand, ball it up, place however many fingers you want to place underneath that second glove, pull it over my hand, dispose of it into the waste bin, and immediately verbalize washing hands. All right, Mrs. Jones, we are all done. I'm just going to lower your bed back down to a low safe position. While I'm doing that, I'm just making sure your bed wheels are locked. And you still have your call light within reach. Would you like for me to open your privacy curtain, or would you like them to remain closed? Open? Okay. Let me go open these curtains for you. All right, Mrs. Jones, I'm all done. Before I leave for the day, is there anything else I can do for you? Would you like some water or a snack or a magazine? All right, Mrs. Jones, are you comfortable? All right, well, you have a very good day, okay? All right, washing hands, skill complete. All right, guys, there's one little thing I forgot to tell you. The water that's in your basin, if at any time while you're performing the skill, it becomes very soapy or sudsy, you'll need to empty it, rinse it, and fill it with clean, fresh water. Okay, so try not to get it soapy. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you're enjoying all of the new updated 2026 videos. I don't think I had any bloopers in this video, so there won't be no bloopers at the end. All right, y'all have a blessed day. Thank you. And good luck on your testing. I know y'all can do it. Yes, yes, yes.